remember. Oh, he's got the, what's it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can laugh about it, once it's got to, I guess.
How's it going, Jim? How's it going?
How are you?
I'm good. How are
Is it
you?
when you're looking down your screen, it don't bother you?
Well, no, I was trying to get your attention, but
Okay, welcome everybody. I'm going to call to order the regular meeting of the February 9th, 2026 City of New Ulm Park and Recreation Commission. We'll take a roll call of the commissioners at this point.
Dave Christian, Ward 1 City Councilor, Liaison.
And Earl Commissioner?
Kurt Johnson, Chairperson.
Amy Johnson,
Greg Glover
Jim Jensen, Commissioner.
Cheryl Corman, staff.
and Joey Schugel, staff.
All right, thank you all very much. We have in our packet the amendment, or the agenda for the February 9th, 2026 meeting. Has everyone read that? And if so, do I have a motion to approve that?
So moved.
So move.
Motion has been made. Is there a second?
Second.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Approved for February 9th, 2026. Also in your packet, Commissioners, are the meetings of the Park and Rec Commission of January 12th, 2026. Before we can go any further, we need a motion to approve or amend that motion, that agenda. Do I hear such a motion, or,
Motion to approve the agenda,
all right, is there a second?
minutes.
All right, there's been a motion and a second made to approve the minutes of the Park and Rec Commission meeting of January 12th, 2026. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Director Schugel, the City Council recap, do you want to talk about that briefly, please?
Yes, thank you, Chair Johnson, Commissioners. Just a few light business items due to our short meeting in January. But at the January 20th regular council meeting, the naming rights for the Recreation Center was approved. More details to come on that as we go over the next few months on that activation process as that goes. But as you know, South Point has partnered with the City of New Ulm for those naming rights on the Recreation Center. And then at the February 3rd meeting, there was no Park and Rec related items. So any questions on that report so far?
Hearing none, thank you, Director Schugel. Item number 6 is the Park and Recreation Comprehensive Master Plan update. Director Schugel?
Thank you, Chair Johnson, Commissioners. As you know, our January meeting was late due to our open house, so I did want to open house on the master plan. So that was January 12th. We had a really nice attendance of that and feedback during the open house at the Recreation Center. In your packet is attached the comments that we received from that evening. A lot of different comments on different areas throughout the park system.
I love the comment about the upside-down Christmas tree.
Yes. That always brings both positive and negative comments. As you saw, there's multiple comments in there. So what happens with these comments then is these comments and feedback go to the consultants, and they're working them we're in the implementation phase now. So this is phase 3, the final phase of that master plan. And really what we're working on now is getting a draft, 100% draft plan to you potentially in April to look at in a presentation from our consultants at that time. At that time, there would still be review before it would go to City Council. So tentatively, an April timeframe to get a presentation from our consultants of the draft plan, and then it to go to City Council potentially in May is what our timeline looks like. So, but any questions on any of the comments that you saw from the open house, or if you were able to attend anything from that evening?
I was pleased with the turnout.
Yes, as were the consultants, yes.
I was impressed with the number of comments that people wanted to happen in South Park. I thought, I've got to get down there more often. It seemed like that was like extensive.
Yes.
No, it was a good turnout.
All right. Any other questions or comments for Director Schugel about the park plan? Hearing none, I'd have a motion to receive that.
Motion to receive that?
Motion's been made and seconded to receive the, and file the city council or the Park and Rec plan update. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Item number 7, adopt a park. There's a motion to approve the request from the Nisley family to adopt Adams Park located at 620 Cottonwood Street Director Schugel, I believe we have a member of the Nisley family here to speak on that.
Yes, thank you, Chair Johnson, Commissioners. This is a request from the Nisley family to participate in our Adopt a Park and Trail program. And Mr. Nisley is in attendance here. But before I get into the actual request, I did want to give some background on the Adopt a Park program, as it might be new to some of you. So what that program looks like is, or the objective is, it's to organize a volunteer effort to clean, beautify, develop, and build pride in parks, trails, the parks and trails of New Ulm. And so this program is really open to anyone. So it's open, we have businesses who have adopted parks, we have nonprofit organizations, we have private individuals, families, Boy Scouts, all of that. So it's really open to anyone who potentially wants to participate in the program. And what they have to do is fill out an application, which is available at the City of New Ulm website, or they can contact our department directly. And once we get that application, we start to work with that family or organization individual on what that looks like, and what their intentions are for that area, and also what the department is looking for as well. With adoption comes a $100 fee, and what that fee does is that's a sign cost for that. So there is a sign that would be placed in that park to recognize the adoption of that. So that's to start the process. And if there's multiple signs, then there's the fee of $100 is multiplied each time there's a sign there. Then once adopted, those who adopted the park is, or trail segment, is responsible for 25 volunteer hours a year. And if they don't hit that, then the department does have the right to charge that organization or work that. Usually it does not get to that point, but it's just some kind of skin in the game to kind of make sure we're doing this actively, I guess, and not forgetting about it once it's done. So the Nisley family approached me and was interested in Adams Park. So if you're not familiar with Adams Park, in your packet, I have put an aerial view of, it's adjacent to Cottonwood Street, so right across the Cottonwood River. And what this map shows is where the trail within Adams Park goes. So it's an undeveloped park. What happened, there's a gravel parking lot there, there's a canoe landing. It is heavily used for fishing, hiking, some mountain biking even happens in there. But what generally happens at least once a year is this parcel is in floodplain. It does flood. So it is a tough area to put a lot of developmental dollars into that, just because of the volatility of the Cottonwood River there. Whether the flood goes over the Cottonwood Street or not, generally it is in the park at least one time every year is what we've seen over the last number of years. With that though, there's great passion for that area. We've had a lot of volunteers over the years that have helped create that trail segment and do a lot of work for us in there.
What do they do?
Clear deadfall. You know, after a flood, we have a lot of deadfall in the area and just clear areas. It's very sandy in there. Some of our avid mountain bikers like to try to put some jumps in there, or some little more topography to the trail system in there as well, which we've okayed at times as well. But we haven't had a formal adoption for that park yet. So that's where the Nisley family's coming together today, are formally asking for that today. And staff would highly recommend that to approve this item today. And I do have a sign here to kind of show what it looks like. So this would be what would be placed in that area.
Made a sign.
We did. Yes.
You happy about that, John?
Mr. Nisley is here if you do have any questions for him as well. But his application's in the packet as well to kind of show.
I saw that. Thank you, John. You have any comments? Okay. All right, commissioners, any questions or concerns about this?
I think it's pretty cool. I have a nice big lawn at home that needs mowing too. If you just, I seriously, it's again another sign of the passion people have for our parks and all, and that you're willing to take the time. And I think it's great for you and your family, and I admire what you're doing and congratulate you. And I would offer a motion to pass this.
Second.
All right, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much, John, and the family. That's great. I appreciate it. Item number 7.2 is a recommendation of the city council to authorize overnight temporary camping not to exceed 5 recreational fires in South German Park near 3rd South Street for the BMX Minnesota State Qualifier Racing Event on the nights of Friday, June 12th, Saturday, June 13th, and Sunday, June 14th, 2026. Director Schugel?
Yes, thank you, Chair Johnson, Commissioners. This request is coming to you as overnight camping is not one of the permitted uses unless it gets special authorization through the City Council. So this also, if you've been a commissioner for more than 1 year, you would note that this is a yearly request that comes in from the River Valley BMX Association. They generally hold large qualifying tournament at least once a year. They are really excited with the track redesign that has, phase one is, dirt work is completed and the rest of phase one should be completed before racing season this year. So they're really excited about being able to offer larger race events with that track redesign. So this request would happen on the weekend of June 12th through the 14th at South German Park, so right across the street from 3rd Street. If you're not familiar with that area, that is really where it snows dumped in the winter, undeveloped area. It's on the north side of where the dog park would be on the south end of South German there. So really in the past, we've had zero issues with any of this overnight camping. We do have race families that use this option as well. Have had no issues. River Valley BMX is responsible though, and if we do have any issues, to help mitigate that along with the local police department as well.
Any issues from the neighbors?
Have not had any complaints over the years. Councilor Christian has approved this numerous times.
You've never had an issue. How many years they've been doing this? 5, 10?
Yeah,
Never an issue.
That's great.
yes.
How do you control the fires with 10 camping spaces and 5 fires? Doesn't everybody want a fire?
Commissioner Earl, so that it hasn't generally come up as an issue. We generally don't have more than 5 campers. I mean, if we do, they do know 5 is the maximum. And it depends on conditions too. So if we're in a no burn time of year, then they're not allowed to have those either. So that's communicated prior to.
Share my marshmallows.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Any other questions or concerns?
I think it's a good use.
All right, I'd entertain a motion to approve this, temporary camping permit.
I move to approve the temporary camping permit.
Is there a second?
I second.
All right, motion's been made and seconded to recommend to the city council that we authorize overnight temporary camping not to exceed 5 recreational fires in South German Park near 3rd South Street for the BMX Minnesota State Qualifier Racing Event on the weekend of June 12th through the 14th. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carried. We will authorize, or recommend to the city council to authorize that temporary camping overnight in South German Park. Item 7.3 of new business is the video board at Johnson Park, replacement of the scoreboard. Commissioner Schugel?
Chair Johnson,
Director
Commissioners.
Schugel?
This is a request to approve a replacement of the current Johnson Park scoreboard into a new video or / digital scoreboard. So the current board at Johnson Park was purchased in 2008. That board is still in working order. However, there are a few issues with it. Some of the big ones during day games, it is really hard to see the bulbs that are there as well. And also over the last few years when we've had replacement we've had some replacement issues with that. So they not always manufacturing the same parts, and when they do, the cost has went up over the years too. So I've been approached by the New Ulm Baseball Association over the last year or two with letting me know that their desire would be to have that replaced. At the current time, city did not have any funding for a replacement. The Baseball Association has taken it upon themselves to take care of a full replacement, and that replacement would be the cost of a new digital board as well as all the electrical updates that come with that. The proposed new board would be mostly same dimensions, and we do have a concept in the packet here. So mostly the same dimensions. Why I say mostly is if you look at that arch there is a 5-foot arch that isn't part of the current board. That would be in this board. Our current posts would be able to handle the same, so we wouldn't have to replace new posts or anything like that to be able to hold this board.
Who operates it? Somebody in the score?
So volunteers from the Baseball Association do provide all game operations. So whether that's concession workers or scoreboard workers, so they're generally the ones running it. City staff does not run scoreboards during games or anything like that. So they're fully operating that with their volunteers. So yes, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have with this item, but also we have representatives from the Baseball Association here as well.
Director Schugel, is there any ongoing maintenance costs, software updates, things that the city would incur?
Sure. So great question, Commissioner Glover. So there is a 5-year warranty on this, depending on the issue, which is a good thing. So hopefully the kinks are worked out before then. Usually these have a life cycle of, around 15 to 20 years. I anticipate there will be some ongoing maintenance costs to that. And this Park and Rec Department works very closely with the Baseball Association on how that shakes out, and the Baseball Association has funded a lot of our replacement and upgrade of costs related to other items as well. Some of the ones we're working on right now is new backstop at Miller Park that Baseball Association has contributed to as well. So I don't want to speak for them, but they have been willing to partner with the city and help ease the pain of any replacement costs or maintenance costs.
You gentlemen from the Baseball Association have anything to say? Anything you want to say?
I want to personally thank the baseball for undertaking this. I really like the design. I mean, the days of the kid running out changing the scoreboard definitely are over.
I kind of missed that. I was wondering if it is carrying advertising in the space that is not associated with the score? And is there funding? Who's getting funding for this advertising? Does the advertising need to be approved by someone as it comes up and down?
Right.
And the other half of my question is what's happening to the Roiger dedication, or has that gone its merry way because most dedications eventually do? So those are basically some of the issues that I have.
Great. Great question. I'll take the first part of that, Commissioner Earl. So with currently we have an advertising agreement with the New Ulm Baseball Association. The city does, and really that mostly encompasses the outdoor fences, and really it has just been down at Miller Park to this point. There is language in there that can move up to Johnson and cover both parks. However, if it's expanded outside of that, then both sides get together and decide what that looks like. So there is a cost share or revenue share on advertising now. So the digital displays do have the capability of having promotion and advertising material on, so we would have to work that out and put that in the agreement. But that, to this point, that has not been worked out.
And the Roiger dedication?
I'm going to let the Baseball Association take the Roiger dedication. So in this spec, there is a new sponsor board on the bottom, which is the same size as that. To this point, I don't know if they fully know what how they're going to go with the Roiger dedication, but maybe if anyone wants to speak on that. Well, we haven't. Bob.
Mr. Skillings, you have something to say?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead.
Bob Skillings, New Ulm Baseball Association. We haven't decided what to do with the Jess Roiger part of the scoreboard that there is now. One possibility is we have an identical scoreboard down at Mueller Park, and that might be where Jess's sign would go on that scoreboard.
An identical old scoreboard down at.
Correct.
Yeah, not identical to this one.
Correct.
I see.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, but we haven't decided what's going to happen. We'll continue to honor Jess, in a significant way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Skilling.
I was just curious, is there any other park in the league that has something of this, like this, or are we the first ones? Wow.
Commissioner Glover, I think if you would go over to Franklin Rogers Park where the Moondogs play, they have a video board over there, not quite to this, not to this spec, but it has video capabilities. Yes. Right.
Okay.
Well, I think it's a great idea. I would move that we, Mr. Chairman, I'd move that we approve it.
I would second that.
Any other questions, commissioners? Do we have a motion to recommend to the council the approval of the replacement park, Johnson Park scoreboard with a new video board? Is there a motion?
Yes, you have a motion and a
I made a
second.
motion.
Okay, is there a second? All right.
Yep.
All right, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you very much.
Thanks again.
All right, item number 7.4 in the new business is the Park and Rec donations. Director Schugel, please.
Chair Johnson, Commissioners, we do have a number of donations this month. First one for the Riverside ELC from Mary Ellen Domeyer in memory of Michael Schwartz for $50. Another one for Riverside ELC for Carol and Joseph Domeyer in memory of Michael Schwartz for another $50. The Rec on the Go, last 20% of that funding from New Ulm Public Schools in the amount of $1,600. The New Year's Eve skate event, which is the second year that has went on, from the Optimist Club for $1,000. And then also sponsoring teen skate events, the Optimist Club for $750. And then a Herman Heights paver stone from Peter Brand honoring Joseph and Sophia Brand family for $200. So those total donations are $3,650.
Any questions, commissioners?
A motion to recommend the city council offer a resolution, waive the reading to accept the following donations offered to the city of New Ulm through the Park and Rec Department for the identified purposes.
A second.
Motion's been made and seconded to recommend to the city council offer a resolution, waive the reading to the following donations that were provided by Director Schugel to the city of New Ulm through the Park and Recreation Department for the purposes identified. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. The motion is carried. With great thanks to the donors. Thank you very much. Item number 8, Director Schugel, Commissioner reports.
Any commissioner reports today? Okay,
All right.
I can move into staff report then.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, activity report, department activity report.
Then let's go to item number 8.2, which is the activity report for the department.
Yes,
Director Schugel?
thank you, Chair Johnson, Commissioners. You do have 2 activity reports in your packet due to our short meeting last month, so there's December and January in here. As always, happy to answer any questions that fall in that report if anything jumps out. I do want to highlight a couple things in January. So you'll see very high use of the Civic Center and Recreation Center in January. Always a busy season for our facilities, but really high use in hockey tournaments. Hockey Day, or New Ulm Hockey Day happened in January. Was a huge event out at the Civic Center. In addition to a number of youth tournaments, those continue through this month as well. And Recreation Center always sees an uptick in January as well. Another item to highlight in January is our Friday night light skate. So that's kind of a new all-age programming that happens out at the Civic Center. So it's a combination of kind of your old rock on ice and family skates all in one on Friday night with some special lighting. Those have been well received to this point. So I anticipate continuing those over the coming years in place of rock on ice. But any questions on the activity reports?
All right, hearing none, do I have a recommendation from the board to accept and file with the Park and Recreation Department activity report for December 2025 and January 2026?
So move.
Is there a second? Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We will accept and file the Park and Recreation Department activity report for December 2025 and January 2026, and we'll state that they've done a great job and they continue to do a great job. So thank you very much. Item number 8.3 is the staff report. Director Schugel.
Chair Johnson, Commissioners, a few highlights or reports for this meeting here, but the first one, I'm very excited to let you know that we did hire a new program supervisor for the department. Is an old face, but new to this position now. So Ben Doden, who was our aquatics and fitness coordinator, did accept the position of recreation program supervisor. We had a really competitive recruiting process, a lot of interest in the position, and Ben shined all the way through, and Ben will do a great job. So we're confident in that. Ben's been doing a great job in the interim as well. So really excited. He's really excited to get going and bring his ideas into that position. And for those of you that don't know that position, that kind of plans all the programs, activities, events that go on for the department. Also, seasonal facilities in charge of operating Herman, warming houses, all of that. So it's a big position, a lot going on, but it's also a position where there's a lot of opportunity to make an impact in the community. So excited for Ben in this new role. What that'll look like then is that we're going to need a aquatics and fitness coordinator, and where staff's working on refining that job description a little bit and potentially changing it slightly to better support overall recreation programming for the department, and hopefully start some recruitment in the next few weeks on that position.
So you'll be looking for someone to fill that position then?
Yes.
Eventually?
Yes.
Well, Ben's done a great job, and that's a good hire. So, any questions from the commissioners?
I have a few more items then. So warming house at Harmon Park, we're probably on the last week here. Ice gets tough in February, and we have really warm temps coming up. So that facility is looking like it may be closed for the season. Depending, we'll see what the weather does over the next few weeks. But look for an official announcement when we know more. But it has been a very long ice season. Maybe not to those who remember years and years ago, but most recently it's been our longest outdoor ice season in a long time. We have upcoming tournaments at the rec center that'll impact members. So we have a youth basketball tournament, yearly one that's every year through the New Ulm Youth Basketball Association. That's both Saturday and Sunday. And then we have a adult volleyball tournament that's going to be on Saturday and Sunday the following weekend. So we'll have a couple tournament weekends where the field house will have some impacts. Rest of the facility will be open though, as usual for members and users. And then I do want to highlight lastly is so many of us carry these around with us. Counselor Christian, he might be lying.
What is it?
But New Ulm Park and Rec has an app, And what that app does is it allows you to check in at the rec center with your barcode, so you don't have to carry that around anymore. But it is a really easy way to check schedules or register for programs. If you have multiple programs, it goes into your calendar within that application, and it really makes it kind of a one-stop shop for New Ulm Park and Rec, and it's free in the App Store or the multiple app stores. So we're really hoping to get the word out more on that app, that so our users can better utilize and get information related to our department. Any questions?
No, I'm gonna need a tutorial though, because every time I've used it, I've gone, huh?
We
And
can.
it's me. I know it's
Yes,
me.
and we can provide that.
Me too.
Yes.
Any other questions, Commissioners? All right, I'd entertain a motion to approve the Park and Rec Department staff report. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the Park and Rec Department staff report. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Right.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you very much, Director. Our next, any other old business? I don't know. Okay. Well, the date of our next meeting, without further, with no further business, is Monday, March 9th, 2026 at 4 PM, the second Monday of each month. Any further businesses the commissioners wish to enter? Talk about? All right, hearing none. There being any further no new business or business at all, I declare the meeting adjourned. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All right, thanks.
Thank you.